Hey everyone! Ooh, happy um hello, happy new year. Thanks everyone in the chat. Thanks Gilliam and hello Nudis for joining. Yeah, so I um I thought okay. So the chats are coming in on I have a new computer. So then I have a new. So I tried to, like, some of my OBS settings um, were ported over correctly and were maintained, but then not all of them. So then right now it seems like I can't. It seems um, like my key commands, like my keyboard commands, aren't working. So uh, off to a great start. Um, but yeah, I totally forgot to mute myself. So um, thank you for the heads up. I'm also now so now I have this camera, but then I now have the chat and everything on a different screen. So that's hopefully going to be very helpful. But it also means I'll be looking this way a lot. Trying to also pull it closer to me, and then I think I was gonna adjust the music a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I'm like playing around with all the audio settings that I finally got it all working yesterday. But yeah. um, so yeah, I'm looking at the stream chat now. And then yes. Okay, so I think other than my keyboard shortcuts not working as intended, like the OBS setup is, I think I did a migration from my old laptop to this new laptop. And then I think that migration also brought out over like a bunch of, I guess, the profiles for different softwares, which is great because I think my OBS was like already, like all of the scenes and stuff were already set up correctly. But then what, and I think the keyboard shortcuts are also set up in OBS, but it seems like it might be like a um, systems, like the MacBook's system preferences. I need to go in and make sure that it has like the key capture allowed. I don't know. Still playing around with this. Monday I checked my OBS and I was like, oh, everything ported out over beautifully. Cool. Like I don't have to worry about Wednesday. And then I yesterday was like, wait, the audio. Forgot to check the audio. Spent like an hour and a half yesterday trying to get like the audio splitting working on this laptop, and it turns out that on a Mac, one of the key things you need to do is like get this like audio capture driver, and the one um that's like basically recommended by everyone does not work with the new like Apple M1 chip, because I think it's either that it doesn't work with the M1 chip or it doesn't work with like they had deprecated the way that like they load kernel extensions. So something along those lines. Like I don't know if it's because of the chip or it's just because of the newest like software upgrade. I have no idea. One of those made that old driver not work, so I had to go and like figure out a new solution. Thankfully, there was like at least one person on one Reddit thread that had figured it out. So it was only an hour and a half, and not any longer than that, for which I am thankful. Um, yeah. I Ooh, hello. Hello, DT. I am so not good at being an early adopter. I am a notorious late adopter, um, because I don't like to have to figure out these crinkles. I'm like very impatient. So then, whenever I like hit a like roadblock, that's not actually like I feel like I really enjoy when I get stuck on something really interesting in my code, and I need to like figure out like I think especially when it's like an architectural thing, like I really love that. But anything else, like especially if it's like a roadblock to like get me set up for something, I get very impatient. So I am not a good early adopter. I'm very much a late adopter on things. Um, Oh, hello. Welcome in, Pupite. Hi. Thank you so much, DT. I was like, DT, what do you mean, like, so no? Like, no what? Yeah, that's the hope. I don't hear it. I don't hear anything yet. The real test will be when we start coding, or like once I switch over to the full screen, or like the desktop, and then um we'll see if we run something like CPU or GPU intensive. We'll see how this laptop handles it. Um, but yeah, hopefully no more. Oh, but that laptop was so cute. I'll put it on my to-do to draw a happy laptop. So I think I still have at least one more. How many more emote slots do I have? Um, I think have at least two more emote slots. So I think, ooh, I just realized, thank you so much for subscribing for 6 months. Oh my gosh. Um, and oh my gosh, so to Gilliam, thank you so much to both. And also, oh, I was saying, thank you, Poop. Is it Poop a day? Is that what you're, okay, anyways. Thanks for coming back in. Happy New Year to everyone. Also acknowledging that like a new year. I don't know. I always feel really weird because I'm like, it's a new year, but also not like all the problems are still there. I uh um there's news articles, or not news articles, there's news coming out about uh the Capitol being stormed right now. And so, yeah. And I saw some footage on Twitter and it looked pretty scary. So I almost was like, should I even do this stream? Because, um, I don't know, it just feels like not that, like, not that important in the overall scheme of things. But then also I was like, well, as an individual that's like all the way on the West Coast, I can't do anything about this. So I should just try to go forward with my life to the best of my abilities. Um, but uh, I'm glad that that emote will still get some use. Yeah, I remember, Gilliam, your computer is like a 2014 or something like that. My okay, so again, I don't know why I feel so defensive of my old laptop. My old laptop is great. It still works great. Um, I just was, I guess I was sent this one to try, so I'm giving it a try, and I think so far it's going quite well. I am glad. Ooh, yeah. So I think the books will start getting shipped out in early February. So I don't. So actually, yesterday we got the email. Very exciting. Yesterday we got the email that they all went to the press. So I think they're getting all printed right now. I hope they did not change anything between when we handed them in, or that they did not change any major things between when we handed it in and now. Yeah. Like that'd be the worst if we like obsessed over every single detail and then they like changed some things on the publisher's end and then we're like, wait, that's not that's not how we envisioned it. So, but yeah, it is now out of our hands. I don't actually know when we would get our copies. Um, but I know that the actual published date is February 9th. So I think it's probably going to be like shipped out around then. Um, yeah, yeah, DT. It's really chill in the US right now. Yeah, that's right. I feel like we're like living in two different realities. I mean, I guess that's what we've been saying for this past year of like, on one hand, there's all these news articles about how like the two Democrat candidates won Georgia, so now like the Senate is like on one hand, I feel like, it's I don't know. I think oh, this is what I was gonna one of the things that I was gonna talk about in this stream, which is all of this upheaval and this like all this backlash that's happening. I think I read somewhere or I think someone was saying that like I think there's something from a dataviz perspective. I think there's or just like a data looking at data perspective. I think there is like the polarization that's happened in the last few years means that I think at least going back the last like 2 decades or something, there's been like a major, like every single like 1 or 2 term, or like every single election after like 1 or 2 terms, like it just like swings so hard the other way, and like not only the presidency, but like the House and the Senate also swings so hard the other way. And then after 4 or 8 years of that, it's like swings all the way to the other side, in terms of control. So I feel like was it Steven that was saying that? So that's something that I was thinking about earlier today because I think the news of Georgia is a relief, and I'm like super grateful to all the people that worked so hard on that. But at the same time, it's like it's also not like it also doesn't feel like a right moment to celebrate that. I don't think I had a point with this. I think it was just a how I'm feeling today. um but ooh, welcome in, Nerdy Curious. Yeah, I thankfully only had a few minutes to scroll on Twitter before this, so I haven't started doom scrolling, and I'm trying to stay off of Twitter. I haven't been opening the like news articles either. I've just been like looking at some of the titles as they come in. But yeah, it did not look good before I started this stream. So that's again why I was like, should I even do this stream? I I love like saying all of this and then catching up on the chat and like telling you this is like ARM is going to be the new revolution. I'm like, what revolution? And then I realized you're like talking about processors. And I'm like, oh God, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. um, is a revolution is CPUs with its ability to have custom cores. I think Microsoft is doing a custom core for their Surface tablets. Ooh, interesting. I don't know enough about like how CPUs are structured and what it means to have custom cores, but I did read briefly about this chip being that what was it that the was it that the RAM is on the same like it okay, I'm not even gonna try and regurgitate what I read. I think it was something about how the cycle is really fast because the short-term memory access is like on the same chip as something else. Ooh, yeah, I should not try to talk about this. Ooh, Kupaday, like meat kebab. I've actually not heard of that before either. With a poo, with a poo, sorry, with a p. Kupaday. Oh, early 2013. Yeah, we're going for chill vibes here. Sorry for bringing up non-chill things. I just thought that it would probably be good to address that because that is like I just feel like probably should address what's going on um to like not feel like I'm trying to ignore that. I'm not trying to ignore that. I'm just trying to be like chill vibes still. Even if it's not very chill what's going on, even if it's not chill at all what's going on, just trying to be like chill vibes in this corner. But we can also freak out together if that's what you prefer. Um, oh my God, you're right. We have passed half the waiting time for the books. Oh man, we have so much like marketing and promo we gotta do. Um, but ooh, if you know anyone that I guess like if you know any publications that do book reviews, we would love that tip. Um, and also um I yeah, Georgia and DC. Yep. Um oh my gosh. Hello. JH Janicki. I think that's Julia. Welcome in, Julia. I'm so happy that you are joining. I was really happy when I got your message. But yes, crazy day for the US today. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I just hope everybody in DC um, stays safe. Yeah. Yep. Let's get into let's get into dataviz. Oh my gosh. This chat is great. You all in the chat are great. Um ooh, my understanding about CPUs was that there's always pretty much on-chip memory, the registrars, but perhaps they found a new way to solder it even closer. Yeah, I think I you know oh, and then yeah, cores talk really fast to each other. Oh, cores talk really fast to each other. GPU, AUP, AI chip, CPU, great for speed. I read the FPGA is also going to be integrated into ARM cores. FPGC are like custom processors that can be programs to do stuff really fast. Early FPGA tasks were digital signal processors. Wait, I'm now getting very confused. Um, but let's do the dataviz thing today. Oh, so the other thing that I wanted to mention is that I've been quantum cores now too. Ooh. Yes, let's just repeat dataviz over and over again. Let's just do dataviz. Oh, and the thing I wanted to mention is I also have been talking about a Discord for a very long time. And I think I I've like started to kind of look into it a little bit more seriously. I think by the end of this month or mid next month, I want to have it set up. And the reason why I'm trying to be careful with it is just like I want to make sure I set up a good COC, that I can have a few mods in there. And also, this is like both trivial but non-trivial in that I don't know what to name it. I think that's the biggest thing I'm stuck on right now, like what to name the Discord. I guess the question is like, can I rename the Discord server? Because like I should be able to rename the Discord server, right? Because like I just have a unique ID, so right? So like maybe I shouldn't think too hard about the name. Um, oh, ooh, the dataviz process. Huh, that's a nice one. I didn't even think about that. And it's like in my, yeah, that's a nice one. That's a good one. Okay, that is, yep, I know. Ooh, welcome in, which is who code. Thanks for joining the first stream of the year. Yeah, I like the dataviz process. Um, oh, perfect. You can change the server name within server settings at any time. Yeah, like I really didn't want to have the Discord name be like any part of my name. Like I was trying to figure out like I want to basically capture this community into Discord, and I think that the Discord would be really helpful for me to be like, hey, especially as it gets a little bit busier, like if my client projects ramp up and stuff, I want to keep my Wednesday time locked. But then there might be some weeks when if I cannot make a Friday time, then I think the Discord like the Discord would be a much easier way to communicate with you all, like that like I can't do that Friday or something like that. That and also I think I would love that space to be kind of if there's people, you know, new people coming into dataviz and stuff, where people want to be asking some general dataviz questions and stuff, then I think that could be a really great space to have the conversation. I did also, the reason why I wasn't sure if I wanted it to be like the Discord to be about just dataviz or like only dataviz is because I wasn't sure if then it would become redundant with like Dataviz Society Slack, because I feel like they already have like a good Slack going on that's like trying their, like I feel like one of their core missions is to make sure that like people coming into Dataviz like have a good place to land. So like I also didn't want to be mimicking that, but I would love to hear your thoughts on all of that. Yes, the name is equal to all emojis. All of the emojis that all of the emotes that I've drawn. There's like the toast one I really want to redraw because like now seeing it so small, like the details are lost. So I want to redraw that one. Ooh, ooh, perfect. Okay, so I have goals today for our dataviz. So I'm gonna, let's see, let us pull up the notebooks. All right. And we are gonna go to code. Yay! All right, this is what we've been working on for the last like 2 months, slowly, because I haven't had a chance to work on it outside of this stream, but I now finally see the end in sight. I say this every single time, but for today, the goal is we went and for the very last stream of the year, we went and we went and validated all of the data from here. So now we can feel confident about this, okay, let me zoom in on that. We can feel confident about the types and subtypes. And so I think the one last thing I want to do, so I think other than that, I feel really quite good about the progress we've made. I like the whales. I like the whale here. So I think there's two things. First, let me bring in my to-do list. Okay, this is my to-do list. So, oh yeah, I have to put everything back to normal. Above, oh yeah, I was gonna do, okay, these to-do lists are great. Yeah, so actually this is the first thing I want to do, the change color to voting problem type. Let me zoom in on that more. And after that, what I want to do, so that also involves, I want to layer them. So what did I write down were the different voting problem types? I think we have 4 different voting problem types. And then what did I write down were the ones that I'm interested in? Actually, I think we should color all of them. So there's long lines, tech issues, voter intimidation, and COVID-19. And then I want to also figure out like all of the like a vertical order for them so that they stack. So like let me run this. So then they stack. Should I do, okay, so this would be an interesting question. Actually, maybe instead of stacking the different voting problem types on top of each other, maybe what I should be doing is just having having essentially small multiples, and then each voting type gets a essentially gets its own bee swarm chart. That might be an easier thing to do. So, okay, let's start by bringing everything above this line again, because I don't think I'm as interested in this divide of, so above, oh man, I'm like now not even remembering all of the things about my own visualization. Okay, so everything that is above is currently, why did I color this? This is why you need a legend. Oh, battleground state. Okay. This is why you need a legend. So battleground state, and then okay, so let's bring everything up. That's the first thing we'll do. So, ooh. Oh no, what just happened? Whoa, what happened? Oh no, I'm catching up on the chat and something happened. I'm sorry, wait, hold on. What did Nightbot do? Oh, because it was, wait, because you were spamming emotes? I need to really figure out this Nightbot. But Also, yeah, I think I need to do a better job of figuring out the COC and then also talking with um, my mods about like what kind of conduct is okay or not okay. No, Gilliam, you timed out all of you for 60 seconds. Wait, that's whole 10 whole minutes. Um, welcome in, Michael. Welcome back in from Dublin. Um, Wait, decade for ocean science just started, and I'm inspired to get involved in visual. Ooh, ocean data. Huh. Ooh, this will be a test for my new laptop, if it can handle it or not. Hmm. I think my laptop is doing pretty okay. The next thing I been meaning to do is I've looked into a bunch of like mic arms, and I just have like not pulled the trigger, but hopefully I'll put my mic here, and then you'll just get better sound quality. Um, Ooh, what do you want to, what are you planning to do with this ocean data? Let's see. Love to hear that, Michael. Um, yeah. Come back after several week vacay. Thankfully, I kept notes about I oh my God, I am so glad for my past self for putting in this, like just jotting down this legend. Good job, past self. Um, mm, oh, look at this. Posted emoji Discord name and got banned by Nightbot. I'm sorry. I uh I swear I don't know, adjusted Nightbot to not be so strict, but every single time like Nightbot is like, no. Um ooh. Welcome back in, friend of Fractal Keen Dream. Thank you so much. Ooh, also please let me know. I've been thinking about doing a more like big D3 course, like multi-day that like goes into a lot of different parts of D3, or also a big multi-course or multi-day, multi-week, multi-course, like dataviz course. um, where I tried to go a little bit into the data analysis, more into the design, and then also go deeper into D3. I was considering doing this in the summertime, but I'm not sure if anybody wants that. So I was gonna start like surveying Twitter. Um, um, at this point, I feel like I should just make Hello Near This a mod also. I'm glad to hear that, which is her code. All right. That is at least one vote for yes. So I'm gonna slowly. I do everything. I do everything slowly. I'll slowly plan, to plan out a course, especially if there's more asks for it. Okay. So to bring everything, to bring all of these dots up above the line, and originally I had like pulled it down below the line to see if I like it visually, if it like helps distinguish the battleground states versus non-battleground states visually. And I think it's kind of helpful. Like for example, you can see that like apparently there's um I guess there were some more problems in some of these non-battleground states. Um, for yeah on voting day, but I don't think it like I don't think it adds much to what we're trying to figure out, which I think ultimately the most important thing is um what are the types of voting problems? So I think the two important things. Ooh, yeah, like coming back to this after weeks, trying to remember what I was trying to do. Okay, so I think the two most important things, and I should just write this down. So is two main goals for this viz is showing different types of voting problems, and then seeing if there's any correlation between them and different demographic factors. Okay, so let's bring that up. Ooh, this will be fun trying to remember my code after like a month. So this was done all the way, and this is a lot of code. This is done somewhere, and I do not leave enough comments. So I think it's done in here. So I think this for rendering one is where yes, okay, so I calculate the x and y. Oh no, I calculate approximately where the x and y should be. And then I have for simulation go through and position each of the dots. And I think to bring them up, all I have to do is, so here what I'm doing is I'm saying, do we have, so every time something changes, like maybe I apply a new filter and I have to recalculate the positions for all of the dots, do we already have the Y position? If we do, then use that. If not, then come up with a new Y position. And I think I should just be able to do this and erase this, because this is where the pattern variable just means is it a battleground state, and thus I have to like apply this dashed pattern. So I'm gonna erase that, and hopefully that's all that's needed. And I think I have to move some of the like labels and axes around. I think then if I re-render this, nope. Was that not the place? I feel like that should have been the place. So, okay, so that's the last big chunk of, okay, so this is where I am importing the data, and then, yeah, and then there's some, I'm doing some things to it. I'm gonna unpin those so I'm not distracted. So this is where I'm doing the calculations. And, ooh, okay, so let's run through this together. This particular cell, I'm writing the scales, and then, okay, there's a format, and then translate data to screen space, okay. And then I'm going through all of the dimensions. Okay, so I'm like going through basically every chart. And then I'm saying, go through the dots. And then, so this is where I'm positioning them. Wait, hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you, Fractal Cane Dreams, because I would really enjoy learning more about the design. I know a lot about data analysis, but struggle with the UX design creativity part. Yeah, so I struggle the most with the data analysis part, and then I think the design and the creativity part are the parts that I've come to feel much better in. And I think if I was to do a course, then I probably want to do like several different data sets, and then how we might approach those from a design perspective and implementation perspective. Ooh, how near this is looking at water quality in New Zealand, have data sets for nitrates, forestry farming stock numbers, and how to make a visual that will show the relation between stock intensification and water quality. Ooh, wouldn't it be fun if we had like a part of the stream where we just talk about like all of your projects and we do like show and tells? That'd be really fun. We should talk about this once I make a Discord. There's so much blockers, and all of the blocker is I want to make a Discord. But now that we have a great name candidate, I think it's not as much of a blocker, and I feel like I can even get it done sooner. The main blocker now is to figure out a COC. Um, ooh, oh, that'd be so cool. Wait, Michael is the one that brought up the ocean decades, and then Hello Near This also has something with water quality, and Julia is also interested in the ocean decade. Ooh, yeah. So I think, oh, that's awesome that Amelia has published the full stack D3 already. So I'm gonna go and um so I know Amelia has been working on a video course for Newline for full stack D3. I need to check that out later. And if she's like already done all of the things I was planning, then I don't need to do it. I think uh she asked me to she asked to interview me briefly for that course, so that was really fun. Um, but yeah, so I'll check that out. Oh, and hello, Pranav. Welcome back in for the semester. Wait, no, semester, new year. And I'm guessing your semester has not started yet. But I wonder if you, I know last semester you couldn't join the Friday afternoon one, so I wonder if that's still the case for this year. Um, um, but yeah, ooh, I wonder if I can just, I don't think I can change anybody's mod status. Oh, wait, can I change, can I make someone a mod? Ooh, 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 I think I can. Ooh, did that work? Did that work? Ooh, that worked. Okay, so Hello Near This now can be a mod. And let's see. Ooh, welcome in, Alaj. Welcome back. Finally got some D3 on observable. Awesome. What were you using observable for before? Oh, Hello Near This says, did the free bit of Newline, found it a very good starter. Amelia is super helpful. Ooh. Thank you. Yeah, I should check out Amelia's course. I remember watching one of her talks and she was like very good at organizing information and like presenting it. So, um, oh yeah, the to do is on Notion today. Yes. Um, yeah, I think if I was to still do a course, like, you know, on top of what Amelia already has, I will have to figure out like what is, I guess, the USP of that particular course. Um, ooh, please, bro. I don't know if that's the right way to read it. Welcome back in. Um, ooh, so I just, speaking of learning D3 with a Tableau background, I just came across a write up of someone that went through that exact same situation, and she had a really great explainer of how they did it. And I think she also mentioned using Amelia's Full Stack D3 book. So I would imagine now that she has the courses, it would be even better. Then Discord, yes, Discord. Ooh, I think Gillian was saying that the Discord was really easy to set up. So, thank you for offering, Nalaj. And maybe if I do get stuck, then maybe I can ping you. Um, but I think it's more just trying to make sure that, yeah, that I have a code of conduct that I'm happy and comfortable with. Um, Hello, Eval Praise. Um, Pranav doesn't have classes on Fridays and Wednesdays. um, this is awesome conversation that's going on. Oh yeah. It's I think yeah, Hesha's Learn D3 article. Thanks for going to find it. Yeah, this one. I skimmed through it and I think it was a really, really great breakdown of especially this part where she was talking about the web dev part. Because I think that's what trips people up a lot when they try to get into D3 is if they don't have the web dev background. Okay. Minneapolis. I think we had this conversation. Minneapolis. Okay, so I did this earlier where I said 300 and that did not work. So we need to dive deeper into this code that I don't remember as much anymore. So there's wait. Okay, so let me refresh just in case it's like okay, so I do need to do more things. Create arrows, code. Okay, simulation. Go to the, okay, so for Y, is I want to go towards the 0 position. And for, let's see, for Y here, and then I think the next thing I need to check is here. I think I have to say, yeah, so this is where I need to change because right now I'm pushing them above or below the 0. But I do want to say that if any of the dots have gone below the 0, then I want to push it back up above it. So I think that should be, I take this out. I think it should just be this because this is saying, wait, no, I think it should be this part. So this is saying if the Y is less than 0, then no. Because Y increases going down, we want this one because we have this line, and if this line is 0, then if it's below that, so if the value, if Y position is bigger than this 0 amount, then I want it to be about, okay, so I want this one. Okay, and then now that I have this part, then I think I need to change a little bit about the chart height part, which is that so there's a min and there's a max, and technically speaking I feel like I only need the min because that's the top part, and so why do I have a negative on that? All right. This is why, I really want revision. I really want Git history so that I can just be like, find the commit where I did all of this and just revert it. All right. Okay, so I think I should just be able to do find a min y because that should be the difference between the 0 where I draw the line and then yeah, and then basically the tallest dot, and that's the height. Oh my god, okay. So then the y for that particular chart is, yeah, the master plus min y height plus margin bottom. Okay, I think this will work. Min y. All right, and then also I think down here I just need to calculate the y positions for all of the labels. Annotate title and median. Okay, so title should be at the top left. Thank goodness for comments. And so the top should be, what's the y? Okay, the y position of the chart and minus the top. What's the top? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yes, this makes sense to me. So basically this is saying the y position of that line subtracted by essentially the height of the chart, and then give it some margin top. And then the median top should be y. This also makes sense to me. So, oh, and then I have to, and then there's like a bunch of stuff I need to do for the links. I guess even if we had like git, something like git for this, I made these changes incrementally, so I guess I can't just revert one commit. Okay, so there's the links, and for the links, for the y, I think this makes sense. Yes. Yeah. I think hopefully this should work. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. There's definitely errors. Yay, bugs. Revert history. How I wish we can revert history on 2020 and in fact the last 4 years. Wishful thinking. Right, a negative value is not valid. Sure, I agree with that. For height. So that must be an arrow for the height. So that was, yeah, attribute height. Oh, here, I'll make this bigger. A negative value for height is not valid. I agree. So why is that? Okay, so let's go and look at our dots. And here I was thinking that this particular thing would be an easy fix. No. Okay, so negative 94. Oh! Duh. So it should be a minus because essentially, yeah, because a height cannot be negative. And then there's min y. And then let's just make sure that down here with the text. Okay, so I'm gonna say that I now see why I have the negative. wonder if that's the right way to do things. Okay, so the only place that I'm using the top. All right, I'm just gonna put the negative back in because I feel like it's not the right way to do this. Yeah, because that number is technically not the top. I feel like that's like the height of the chart, but yeah, why didn't I call it the height? Ah, hmm. Ah, because I have this. What? Why do I have the top? I think it's. It was an extra thing I had to add in to accommodate for the above and below dots. Okay, so I don't think I actually need this anymore. Famous last words. All right, I don't think I need this part anymore. And then hopefully the where else am I using top? Okay, that's where I'm using top. And then here. Labels. Yeah, okay, I think that should work. Okay, let me go and delete that debugger. Where is my debugger? There we go. All right, let's see if that works. Yes, that is so ugly. Also, it didn't fully work because now the unemployment rate is not up there and it's down here instead. Sort of works, and I am very sad that we lost the whale, but I guess that is not as big of a deal. So let's fix these labels because these labels should be up here. Let's make each of these a little bit smaller and then we can go color them by voting problem. Let's see. Oh, sorry. When I looked up earlier, I just saw Pranav's like revert history, and then I didn't see that you had um, linked something from observable. Yeah, so I am aware that there is a revert edit. Ooh, this drop down has gotten bigger. So I am aware that you can like look at history, but then I think the thing that I really want is like being able to commit um with like commit messages of like this is the feature I was trying to do. And then that way when I look back in my history, then it's really easy for me to be like, oh, this is the commit that I need to roll back. Um so I think that this like gets part of the way there in terms of this history because then if it's something that I did relatively recently, then I think this history thing has been really helpful. But then if it was something that I did a while ago, then I like don't know like how far to roll it back, if that makes sense. Oops. Please exit. Yeah. Right. Hmm. Ooh, thanks for the tip about the processing community. For processing communities, code of conduct. I also joined the Cute Keyboard Club recently, and I really like their COC. I think there's also Corgi Party, which I think is a lot of streamers, or not a lot of streamers, but like content creators. And I also really like their COC too. So just like trying to put something together for myself. Um, oh yeah, I noticed that, which I think that's a really good thing that they can't speak at all until they uh, comment on the COC. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think that's something I'd be so excited about if like there's collaborations that happen because of the Discord. That'd be so exciting. Um yeah, so I feel like I commit every single time there's like a like I guess I call it like an atomic unit of um like essentially the smallest feature if I complete a feature. So like if I complete any of these like to-dos, then I would consider that to be a then I would commit that each one of these little to-dos, I would consider that a commit, and I would commit that. So yeah, I would potentially commit a few times a stream. Hmm? Comments in JSON. No, I technically released my book in 2021. As in, like, or technically speaking, we're publishing the book in 2021. Originally, it was supposed to be published in 2020. But you know, pandemic just screwed everything over. I think originally it was supposed to be in the fall, and before that, it was supposed to be in the spring. Um, but that's also just because I'm a really slow writer and editor, so it took much longer than I thought it would. Um, ooh, um, yeah, I want commit messages. I think that's essentially it. I should write that down as like a potential request. Um, I do not have a fast car emote, but that's a good one. I think and maybe instead of a maybe instead of a happy laptop, it should be a fast car emote. That'd be cute. You can say zoom zoom. Ooh, yeah, a fast car, and then in big letters above it, zoom. It just says zoom. Ooh, that'd be cute. Except for the fact that zoom, then hmm, we already have a whole software called Zoom. Vroom? Zoom sounds so much cuter though. Yeah, so I was ITP for a fall semester in 2019, and I think they teach both processing and Arduino there because I think the person that started Arduino, although apparently there's some like controversy about there's like Arduino and then something else that was similar that happened around the same time or something. There's some controversy about the founding story apparently, but Arduino is taught there because Tom is teaches at ITP, and I think did processing start at ITP too? I can't remember. Um, ooh, history feature. Ah, this is great. Hmm. Oh, add a comment to a commit would be great and very functional. Um, yeah. Ooh, Hello Year this submitted this. Um, yeah. Although at that point you're basically, I guess then basically it's just Git. um, that's true. You did pre-order the book in 2020. Fair enough. Um, wait, 1 minute ago. Oh, 4 months later. Sorry, I saw this. I read this as 4 months earlier. Ooh, thank you for the suggestion, for writing in the suggestion. Telling you this. I was like, wow, hello, you this. You also had the same thought. Read this as 4 months earlier. Um, that's an interesting way. That's a very interesting way to denote time. 7 months later, 4 months later. Interesting. Um, Very interesting. Because I guess you also still have, huh? Ooh, I like this. Whoa, this is cool. All right, getting distracted. What's that? We have this whole conversation about how easy it is to distract me. Okay. Um, let's see. But yeah, ooh. Okay, so I actually submitted my okay, so we were in the middle of moving this up, and then we were also going to um then we were going to be done with that particular to do. Okay, let's see why the text is not as y minus. So I do still need, oh, but here it's, I need to get the height in, the height of the chart, and then I need to subtract the height of the chart. And then now I think it should work, and I think my code should also make sense in the, there we go. Yes. Oh, and I think that originally I actually had this below, I think I had this below the this line. So I'm gonna just bring that down. So where top at plus margin dot bottom divided by 2 maybe? It's a little too far down. I think I might have a font size. Also, let me know if you want me to like reshare this. Here, I'll just reshare it. Here you go. Are you trying to say that what usually distracts me is not useful contributions? Um, yeah, I agree about the lost track of the version and optional pop-up comment. Yeah, I agree. Although I think one of the things that it's interesting because their history, I think they bundled together our changes like every, it sounds like, I don't know if it's every time we hit Command Shift or anything, but I think I would want to bundle a bunch of them and then and then and then basically I'm just looking for Git in terms of versioning. Um oh yeah, that's I guess what I'm looking for. Where did I write down font size? There we go. So then what I can do is oh yeah, and I dropped in the observable link so that because I'm like scrolling back and forth a lot, hopefully that observable link will make it easier for you to follow along. So instead of that, let's do, wait. So no, I think I have a CSS on it that's like putting it, oh well, okay, I'll just do it there. I don't know why I'm trying to keep this like a font size. I think perfect. And then I think let's not have the background color anymore. Perfect. Okay, so that took up most of our stream. Um, where was it? Where was it? Bring all states back. Um, all right, now let's add in some color. So usually I like to go and pick my own colors, but for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and just use some D3 categorical colors. So then, let me just also make sure that I have voting type. Now I remember. Oh, now I remember, wait, so there's something we need to account for, which is that each of these currently each of these dots represent a county, but then within the county, it kind of it encapsulates a bunch of issues within it, and some of them are long lines. And like right now, each dot represents more than one type of voting problem. So I think the most straightforward option would be to separate them. Yeah, I think the most straightforward would be to kind of pull them out. Yes, I think that's what I'm gonna do. The other option that I think is less ideal is making each of these into pie charts. I kind of want to do just to troll, but that is not. I don't think that's. Yeah, let's not do that. Should we do that? Because I feel like if we pull out each voting type into a different dot, then we should also separate out each of these into like multiple different charts, like a different chart per voting problem. Like running all these different. Okay, so let me just show you what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking about. Okay. Every time I'm like, I see the end in sight, and then it ends up being that the goalpost just gets moved further away. So yeah. Ooh, Michael says Clojure and ClojureScript has a wrapper around processing. Well, wait, I'm a little bit confused as to why you want a bridge between processing and P5, because processing, to my understanding, is it's like a desktop. It's so P5 is for writing for the web, and processing I thought was for offline. Um, ooh, the pointer noted about the pointer. But yeah, okay, hold on. I'm gonna quick time. I feel like that's less my code, problem with my code, and more just that you have a fat pointer. Okay, where did my quick time go? Okay. Hmm. Alright, you're gonna see my face for a second. Then I need to change it to the iPad. Oh, oh, it's not detecting my iPad. Oh no, it's not detecting my iPad. Hmm. All right. So,
Hello? Okay, so I had to switch my audio input source. Um, from my AirPods to my laptop. So I think that's what looks like it's working, but then at the same time I think it's not working as it should be. So I'm gonna try and put it back to my AirPods, and hopefully the angry bugs don't come back. Fun new thing. Hello? Hello? Hello, where are you coming in from? Wait, hold on. I think there's one thing I should do. Piano voice. It's like not being. I think it's. Alright, let's try this. Hello? But also there's piano. And I cannot hear anything, which I guess makes sense. Alright, so if I do this, what do you all hear now? Back to normal. Awesome. Okay, so it's not perfect because I think, yeah, it's not ideal, but I think it's okay for now. piano is a parasite? What? Oh, a light piano. Ooh, welcome in. So that coding train video was so fun. I cannot believe that coding train video is a year old. A little bit more than a year old, I think. I remember going into that one being like, oh my god, because I tend to match other people's energy. Like whoever I'm around, I match their energy. And I remember being like, oh man, Dan has so much energy. Like, and it's not that I match it. Like, it's not that I try to match it. It's just like something I just reflexively do. But then like when it's like too high energy, I get exhausted really quickly. And then I was like, oh, I hope I don't like get tired too quickly from like matching Dan's energy. Nope, the adrenaline kept me going. It was super fun. But yeah, I remember, Bruno. I remember you had some feedback about I think I remember now. I think you had feedback about how to clone over a JavaScript object in a more efficient way in terms of in terms of the syntax. Fortunately, I don't think I remember the syntax as much anymore because I haven't used that in a while. But yeah, I do remember. But let's see. So I think that I'm glad at least you can hear me. I'm wondering because it seems like now my microphone is picking up. So I switched to a different microphone. I switched to my Yeti, and it seems like right now both my voice and the music is being channeled into that, like is going into, both of those are going into that channel. I'm not quite sure. Either that or it's just that this mic is too sensitive. But I haven't used this mic before in the stream because it's like super sensitive. And I feel like it would pick up a lot of the typing. And then also the wire gets in the way of the typing, but that's why I was gonna get like a arm for it. But ooh, that's so cool, Felds. Back in dev for 20 plus years. But yeah, I think D3 is very fun for visualizing sound sounds like so much fun. Oh yeah, I think the mic is picking up a lot of ambient. Oh yeah, okay, I'll do a type test. Was that really loud? Let me know if that was really loud. So this is the mic that I'll eventually get a arm for, and then it's probably gonna be the and when I get an arm, at least you won't be getting like a lot of these like wire like rustling noises. But it will still probably pick up a lot of the ambient noise. But yeah. Ooh, not clacky. Yeti can bite back. Oh, interesting. Okay, less than the other mic. Cool, okay. So, I was in the middle of... Man, that's a problem if I can't plug in the iPad. All right, so that's something that I'll figure out of how to share my iPad. Oh, I was not using Clojure. I was just using JavaScript, or Clojure script. I was not using Clojure script. I was using my regular. And the reason why I was trying to open up my iPad was to show different options. The reason why I wanted to draw something was like, because I had this another probably a bad idea that's like in the same vein in terms of bad ideas as the pie chart. And that was a circle pack. So then, like, for example, if this particular county had multiple different voting types, then we would have circles within it. That's different voting types. That also sounds like a bad idea. But let's go with the best sounding idea, which is that we'll just split each county that has multiple different voting types into separate ones. And then right now, I think I'm sizing these dots by a combination of waiting time and number of issues. And I think I'm going to take out the waiting time. Okay, so let's do that. So I think the size is radius scale, number of precincts. Wait. Okay, so num precincts. Oh wait, I already took out the waiting time. So right now it's just the number of precincts or number of issues. All right, so here's the data, state, county, number of precincts, delay. All right, let's not bother with delay. In terms of our radius scale, yeah, I'm not bothering with delay. Perfect. So it's just purely the number of precincts affected. Okay, let me look at the original data. Let's see. So now what I want to do is when I'm calculating this data up here, when I'm grouping it, I want to group it by FIPS code and voting type. So I should be able to do let's say, all right, let's say and what do I call it? So much scrolling. Type. Okay, d.type. All right. Oops. And then here I'll call this an ID. And then I'll put that in. And then FIPS code I think I can get from first issue. And then I'll also get the type from it. So let's go and get the voting type. I think that should work, hopefully. So there's now 261 of them. Perfect. So then here, oh yeah. Okay, so the same one, but then potentially it should have the same FIPS code, should have up to 4 different types. So I think this is looking correct. Yeah, I think this is looking correct. And then now that we've done that, let's go and make the radius a little bit smaller. Let's do like 4 to 16. 3 to 16, something like that. Actually, then that should be, ooh. Okay, so it doesn't look like too much more. It might be too small, actually. Okay, now that we have that, then let's go and color it. So interesting that some of these, why do they look like the colors are lighter? The dot pattern, why is that opacity 0.25? Okay, I need to figure that out later. This was irrelevant. And then, so So we just split it out. So let's color it. I should be doing the color scale. Okay. So instead of that, let's do d.type. And then let's go and find D3 scale chromatic for now, categorical, and then it's been a while since I've used one of these. I should just be able to say, how does this ship? What does it look like? D3 dot. Perfect. Okay, so it's an array. So what we can do is we can say, all right, I think this used to be time. Okay, I'm gonna comment this out for now and say color scale is equal to, first actual line of code this year. Let's see if I still remember how to code. Scale ordinal, and the domain is the type and the range. We actually, I think with the newest D3, we can just pass it in like this, I think. Let's double check. My phone keeps flashing. Okay, scale ordinal. Okay, so I can actually put in both the domain and range like that. With the newest syntax. So actually, let's try doing that. So this is the range, and then the domain is the type. And for the domain, we can just do extent. Data D is d.type, and then hopefully this will hopefully be the right colors. Nope, color scale.css is not a function. Yes, that makes sense. Color scale.css is not a function because .css is a chroma function, and we are now using a D3 scale. So then, if we take this out, then it should work. Do we have any errors? Whoa! That's really busy looking. That's annoyingly busy looking, and then for some reason it's also got a so let's we also don't know what is what. So pink is technical issues. So I've decided just now that I'm not going to split this chart into 3 different charts. What I'm going to do instead is just make a toggle. Oops. Okay, toggle not only to show swing states, but also a toggle for different voting problem types. And that's what I'll do. Oh yeah, hold on. I already have that. All right, I already have that here. So then, thank you. Why are we talking about coding is hard? I agree, coding is hard. I like all of this. Let's see. Mechanical keyboard music. Yeah. Number instead of subbubbles. Well, so I'm not as I think so number is an interesting idea, but I don't think that I'm as I'm I wasn't trying to show the number that each of these I don't think I explained it very clear. So I wasn't trying to show what each of these bubbles like the number that each of these dots represented. I wanted to show the breakdown, basically the distribution of voting problems. And so actually for that particular purpose, a pie chart would have been the right solution. A right solution. I just think it would look so bad. But it does it does convey the information correctly. Oh no, am I actually thinking of doing pie charts? Wait, piano? Wait, can you still hear me? Yes, you can still hear me, but then also now I can't hear my piano. Ooh. Ooh, I've been wanting to check out Makio's, he had a really great... Ooh, he had a... Wow. I really like... How do you follow someone? Can you follow someone? I really like what he's been doing. This is cool. There's a lot that he did on December 16th. Oh my gosh. I'm getting distracted again. Alright. Ooh. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh. 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 Okay, sorry. I do have a problem oftentimes with like the color palettes on that are geared towards websites. And the reason why I have a problem with them is because they all tend to be quite like almost monochromatic for like 3 or 4 of them, and then there's like a pop of color, or like it's like a gray and then like monochromatic and a pop of color, which makes a lot of sense for like website design, because it's mostly that you have content and then you want like your call to actions to have a pop of color. But for dataviz, especially if you are trying to like map colors to like categories, and each of the category entries have the same weight, then like usually I would want like just distinct hues so that there isn't any confusion between any of the category entries. So like, for example, I wouldn't use this first one. This is, by the way, not a criticism of this notebook. This notebook is really great. It's more a criticism of the color palettes themselves, as the color palettes themselves, I think, are great. Even for, I think, what Lionel is doing, because like he's doing a lot of like, I think that he's doing a lot of like generative art, what looks like generative art. And I think for that, it makes a lot of sense too, for like to have mostly monochromatic colors and then like a pop-up color. But yeah, like for example, I wouldn't use, but then like for, if I'm trying to find a color palette for like a categorical color scheme, then like I wouldn't use the first one, would most likely not use the second one. I feel like I might Yeah, I feel like a lot of these would be hard to use because you can see like it's a lot of similar, like the same hue, just different saturation or lightness. Um, so that makes it hard to use. Oh, so something like this, where it's like very distinct hues, then I can use that. This is why I just like making. So sorry, when I said that I was gonna just use D3 scale categorical, I mean chromatic. I don't mean like permanently. I mean just to see for now. So I like to make my own color palettes. Um, ooh, I think like something like this. Yeah, with the distinct hues. I think definitely these are great. Oh, this one is quite beautiful. This one I like a lot. Yeah, I think there's a lot of color inspiration we can take from these. Oh, there's a lot. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Okay, this is a great resource. Okay, let's favorite it. Lionel's been doing some really great things. I got distracted. Okay, so trust me, this is not the final color palette. But yeah. Coding is hard. My first 2021 line of code. Yeah, I think I should take out the pattern on top. Because I think the pattern makes it a little bit harder to see. Yeah. I'll take that out in a bit. Oh no, I missed something from Hello Near This 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it is hard to code when distracted. Oh, that's a great question, Hello Near This, about how many colors. So for dataviz, I tried to stick somewhere between 4 to 7 colors. And this isn't like, you know, it's not that I've done any research on this, but just from past experience, I find that any more than about 7 or 8 colors, I guess 7 colors because like that's like the hues of the rainbow. I feel like any more than that and they start looking very similar and hard to distinguish. And I think that's why, for example, this categorical color scheme is great because it's like so easy to distinguish between each of the colors. Wait. And also, I do think that once you have more than like 6 or 7 or 8 categories, then it's hard to keep track of them anyways. So whenever I have something that's categorical, I try to like group them down to something that's like between a range of 4 to 7 categories. So I think 4 categories is like easy to remember. Yeah. Am I really gonna do a pie chart? That is not ideal. That is not something I want to do. Wait, is it just me or... Oh, that's a brown, not a purple. Okay. I think there's also something I need to consider from a design perspective of, for example, are these links, like, I don't think these links are that helpful or useful. That is something to consider for another day. Wow, apparently what I'm gonna leave on today is, am I gonna do a pie chart? Oh, why are these the same? So I guess, so there's like things I would, okay, so pro of the pie chart approach is that because then it would be one dot again, then I wouldn't have to fix this bug where I click on one and then it shows me. There's something buggy about this because I'm clicking on the largest one, and the largest one, oh, because it's estimated 16 precincts affected. Maybe it should just be the number of issues. And then this one is the technical problems. And then this is the COVID one. And for some reason, the COVID one has the same color as the technical issues one. There's plenty that we would need to debug, but I cannot believe that, oh, whoa. Wow. I am like, it is like glowing in here. Let's see. Oh, I think still glowing a little bit. Yeah, that sun is really strong. So, it was raining earlier, and now the sun is like out. I wonder if there's a rainbow. Okay, I think that fixed it. Oh, I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah, that totally makes sense. About 4 if they're web devs. Yeah, I think I've run into this quite a lot when I was first trying to develop my color palettes. I went to a lot of the places that is in like I went to Color Lovers, I went to Muesli, I went to Adobe Color, and they never get me, they always only get me like halfway there, and they don't ever get me full way there because of the problem of web dev indexes a lot on monochromatic and 1 or 2 pops of color. So, and then because of that also, then they don't actually, like when you do web dev, you don't want too many colors. So I feel like then usually I come across palettes with like 4 or 5 colors. But yeah, but I don't think we should be doing like, I mean, this is just one person's opinion, but I don't think we should be doing like 20 colors either. And actually, I think a lot of these are only like max, it looks like max 12. So that's great. I remember there used to be like I remember Scale Chromatic used to have like a color palette that was 10 and then also a 20 and a 30 or something like that. So I'm glad that this got pared down too. So this scheme paired is very interesting too. Okay, so lesson of the day is that pie charts are sometimes good and are worth considering. I might be making a pie chart. Yeah. How quickly do you think I can make a pie chart? With reshape? How would I? No, that is not something I can do in like 5 or 10 minutes. I would need, so I would need to figure out. So I would need, arcs and pies. So arcs, I would take inner radius, start angle, end angle. Oh my god, can I do it? In the next 10 minutes? Alright, let's not try that. Oh, fair enough. It's 1 a.m. for Europe. Let's call it a day. Thanks for staying up so late. Wait, I think I still can't. My keyboard shortcuts are still not working in here. Oh, 1 p.m. there. No, I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'll do it on Friday. And then on Friday I'll finish implementing the interactions. I'm probably gonna end up taking out the links because I don't know if they make sense to have them. That's just another consideration. But yeah, I think come back and let's make them into pie charts. At least, hopefully, the colors we choose will make it pretty pie charts. All right, let's make them into pie charts on Friday, and then we will put in some of these toggle and checkbox interactions, drop downs, and then fix any hover bugs we have, and then we'll ship it. And then I still have to write a story around it. Still don't know if there's a story. But yeah, that will be it for today. And ooh, yeah, I can review what I did today. Basically, I moved all the dots above the line, and then I decided to color all of the dots by their voting problem or voting problem type instead of the time that they occurred, which I have decided isn't as important in this particular visualization. So we're getting close. Thank you so much for joining today. Yes, good night to everyone. Please, get lots of rest. I'm very much looking forward to making a Discord in the next few weeks, and then hopefully having all of you join, and also getting an arm for the mic. So thank you so much. Happy New Year, and see you on Friday. Bye-bye.